we discuss some remaining examples of chapter 8. Right. See friends, example 9. The terminology of the different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum is given in the text. Use the formula E is equals to h nu, or you can say E is equals to hf for energy of a quantum of radiation, say photon, and obtain the photon energy in the units of electron volt. For the different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum, in what way are the different scale of photon energies that you obtain related to the source of the radiation? Right. So friends, we already know the different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum, right? Say different rays, that is radio, infrared, visible light, UV light, X-rays and gamma rays, right? We already know the frequency of these rays, right? Here we have to find out the energy in electron volt, and we have to say the source of that, right? So first friends, see the radio waves, right? The concept is same. We know the frequency. To find out energy, we have to use the formula E is equals to hf. So by using this formula, we get the energy in joule, right? We have to convert this energy into electron volt. So we know that if we want to convert joule into electron volt, then we have to divide that by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So we get energy in electron volt, right? So see friends, the frequency of radio waves is 3 into 10 raised to 8. So energy E is equals to hf. We know the value of h and f. So we get energy 19.8 into 10 raised to minus 26 joule. To convert this joule into EV, we have to divide this 19.88 into 10 raised to minus 26 by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So we get energy of this radio waves 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 6 EV. And the source is the oscillating charge is the source of this radio waves radiation, right? So you have to remember this oscillating charge is the source of this above radiation, right? So this is about the radio waves, right? If we know the value of frequency, then we can easily find out energy in joule and EV. Now see, infrared waves. The frequency of that wave is 10 raised to 13 hertz. To find out energy, once again E is equals to hf, so we get energy in joule. To convert into EV, divide this 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 21 by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So we get energy of this infrared waves in EV, that is equals to 4.14 into 10 raised to minus 2 EV. And the atomic and molecular excitation are the source of this radiation, right? For visible light, frequency 6 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. To find out energy, E is equals to hf, so we get 3.9 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. To convert it into EV, divide by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, so we get energy of visible light 2.4 EV. The transition of the valence electron in an atom is the source of this radiation, right? Next, for UV light, ultraviolet light, the frequency is 10 raised to 15 hertz, so energy hf. So we get energy 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. To convert it into EV, divide by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, so we get energy 4.14 EV. The excited atom emits this radiation, right? Then X-rays, the frequency of X-rays 3 into 10 raised to 18 hertz. So energy is equals to hf, so we get 1.98 into 10 raised to minus 15 joule. To convert into EV, divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, so we get energy of X-ray 1.24 into 10 raised to 4 EV. The highly energetic electron collides and loses its all energy. Then this radiation, right? Then gamma rays, the frequency is 3 into 10 raised to 20 hertz. So energy is equals to HF. So energy of this gamma ray is 1.988 into 10 raised to minus 13 joule. To convert it into EV, divide it by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 90. So we get energy of gamma rays in EV, that is equals to 1.24 into 10 raised to 6. And the excited radioactive nucleus is this source of this radiation, right? So the excited radioactive nucleus is the source of this radiation, right? So this is about the example number 9, right? Now see friends, example 8, right? Next example of this chapter. Suppose that the electric field amplitude of an electromagnetic wave is E0 120 Newton per Coulomb. So here E0 is given 120 Newton per Coulomb. That its frequency nu, or you can say f, 50 megahertz. So 50 into 10 raised to 6 hertz. Determine, we have to find out B0, then omega k lambda, and expression, or you can say equation of electric field and magnetic field. Right. Now first of all we have to find out friends B0. E0 is given, so we know that E0 by B0, that is equals to C, right? So to find out B0, so B0 is equals to E0 by C. So 120 divided by 3 into 10 raised to 8. So after calculating this, you will get B0 4 into 10 raised to minus 7. Yes. Now to find out omega, we already know the frequency. We know that omega is equals to 2 pi f. So 2 pi 3.14 f 50 megahertz. So 50 into 10 raised to 6. Right. So we get 3.14 into 10 raised to 8. 3.14 into 10 raised to 8 radian per second. Right. So to find out B0, we know that E0 by B0 is equals to C. So B0, E0 by C. So we get B0. To find out omega, we know that omega is equals to 2 pi f. So we get omega 3.14 into 10 raised to 8 radian per second. Now friends, to find out K, right? So we know the value of E0, B0, omega f. We have to find out K. So in the characteristics of EM waves, we already discussed that omega by K, that is equals to C, right? We already know this formula, omega by K, that is equals to C, right? So here we know the value of omega, we have to find out K. So K is equals to omega by C. So value of omega 3.14 into 10 raised to 8 divided by C, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8. So you will get K, that is equals to 1.047 radian per meter. Right. So this is about K, right? We know that omega by K, that is equals to C. So K omega by C. We know the value of omega, that is 3.14 into 10 raised to 8. C 3 into 10 raised to 8. So we get K 1.047 radian per meter. Now to find out lambda, right? We already know the frequency, right? So we know that C is equals to lambda f, right? So C is equals to lambda f. So lambda is equals to C by f. C, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8, and frequency 50 megahertz. So 50 into 10 raised to 6. So you will get 6 meter. So lambda, that is equals to Now friends, here we have to obtain the expression, or you can say equation of electric and magnetic field, right? So we already know that electric field, suppose this electromagnetic wave propagate in the x direction, right? So suppose the EM wave propagates in the x-axis, right? So if I say suppose the EM wave propagates in the x-axis, so EF in the y-axis and the magnetic field in the z-axis, right? So suppose the EM wave propagates in the x-axis, so we can say that the electric field is in the y-axis and magnetic field in the z-axis. So we can write EY, that is equals to E0, value of E0, that is 120 sin kx. So the value of k 1.047x minus omega t, the value of omega 3.14 into 10 raised to 8 t, right? So this is the equation of E1, right? And the equation of magnetic field in z axis, so Bz is equals to B0, so B0 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 sin k 1.047x minus omega t, so 3.14 into 10 raised to 8t, right? Tesla, right? If you want to write this electric and magnetic field in vector form, so here this is vector Ey, so here we have to write j cap, and here vector Ez, so k cap, right? So this is the equation of electric and magnetic field, right? So friends, this is about the example 8. Okay friends, thanks.